I now call upon the representative of Images for Inclusion.
Gracias, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Efforts that Chile has made regarding CEDAW's General Recommendation 39 falls short of need. For example, Law 21,516 that was referred to by the distinguished delegate of Chile as a good practice in terms of the implementation of UNDRIP enacts measures to prevent, sanction and eradicate violence against women on the grounds of their gender identity. However, it does not include the specific rights of indigenous peoples, such as the right to self-determination and autonomy. This law is one of public order, but its interpretation is restrictive and cannot be broad. Consequently, the gender-based law in Chile is discriminatory and works to the detriment of efforts to uphold the rights of indigenous peoples, because it does not specifically recognize that they exist as indigenous women, nor that they have collective rights. Legal frameworks must, as a matter of urgency in Chile, recognize inter alia the following factors which affect indigenous women and girls: the dispossession of their lands, territories, and tangible and intangible resources such as sacred sites, forced displacements, the militarization of their territories, the impact of extractive industries, the criminalization and marginalization of indigenous women, the lack of access to direct financing to combat climate change, to find traditional medicine, and to have water, particularly clean water that's not contaminated, to have access to justice, food sovereignty, decent work and educational opportunities. It's also vital that we broach forced disappearances and the killings of indigenous women in Chile. Consequently, we ask that the Forum recommend to Chile that they effectively investigate these crimes and create broken down databases to analyze the forms of discrimination, racism, colonialism, forced assimilation, and violence on the grounds of having an indigenous identity. They must, when reports are received, bring those to justice and try them properly. We referred to a specific law above, and we ask that the Forum ask Chile to repeal that law, or to draw up another one which establishes a proper legal framework to prevent, sanction and punish violence against indigenous women on the grounds of their indigenous identity. FPIC, that is free, prior and informed consent, must become a non-negotiable obligation in Chilean law. There is a need to educate and raise awareness among state organs of UNDRIP and on General Recommendation 39 of CEDAW. Thank you for your kind attention.
I thank the representative of Images for Inclusion for their statement.